there's a very good chance that you are missing a specific forehand that's causing you to lose points and possibly lose matches. And it's the one shot that really holds players back from continuing to go to the next level. My name is Jeff Salzenstein. I'm the founder of Tennis Evolution, one of the leading online tennis instruction websites in the world. And I love making these videos because what we're doing at Tennis Evolution is really giving you a deep dive into what's really happening on the Pro Tour at the highest level and giving you tangible tips that can help you. Now, at the end of this video, I am going to share with you the exact tip that's going to help you with this specific forehand error that you're probably making. So you're going to want to stay for the entire video. Now, before we get started, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, your notifications are turned on so you can be updated on all the latest releases, and you give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Okay, let's get started. We're going to watch the whole point first, and then the point's going to end with a forehand error, and that's the shot that I'm going to break down. Now, I'm going to break down some other things that are happening in the point that you're going to love, and you can apply it to your game. So let's get started. Okay, the point ends with a forehand error by this player right here. And so what we want to do is we want to break down the point, and then I'm going to tell you how this player can improve that shot because you're probably missing this wide forehand as well. Okay, let's start with a second serve going into the backhand. So a lefty over here going to the righty's backhand, very smart serve. Now, this player right here has a very weak second serve. And if you see where this ball is landing, this player should not be standing so far behind the baseline. He should be in on the baseline and hurting him. The weakest part of this player's game is his second serve. He should be taking it early. So, of course, just a bonus tip for you before we get to that final tip on why this player is missing this wide forehand. And if you make this one correction, it'll make a huge difference for you. So the return goes cross court. That's fine. But again, I think he could have taken that ball earlier. I love how he created angle to pull him off the court. Now the ball comes back cross court. The ball landed right here. Now this next backhand I love as well because he hits it down the line but through the middle. Super safe target, gets it to the opponent's backhand with no angle. We call this area of the court the deuce cage. That means you're caging your opponent in the middle of the court and it's going to the deuce side right here. So I love that backhand. Opponent goes back to what we call the ad cage area, which is this middle part of the court right here through the middle. Wonderful, smart shot. So we went cage and we went cage. These guys are playing cat and mouse now. Now this backhand right here, it's decent. It goes cross court. Obviously, I'd like to maybe see a little more angle, but this is pretty good, assuming that he's going to play the next ball over here to the lefty's backhand. Now, again, I think this ball should go back to the deuce cage right here, go to this area right here, but instead he plays it cross court. Now, this pattern right now is not favoring this player right now because the lefty is getting to go forehand to backhand way too much. Okay, so this player should really try to get it here so that he can change the pattern and go this direction and dictate with his forehand. So he goes back cross court. Now this ball right here, again, in my view, should easily go over here to make this opponent move over to his backhand. Does he do it? No. He actually, it's funny, he actually shanks the backhand, I think. I don't think he meant to hit it that high with that much angle. Now, what I like about this backhand is it's one of the few that he actually extends on. He still goes a little up too much. I think he could keep his hands a little lower here, but I do like how he extends through the target. Now, this is the shot that's missed. Okay, that ball goes in the net. So are you ready for the fix? If you've been following me for any length of time, you know what I'm going to say. First of all, he's what? 3 to 4 feet behind the baseline. So that ball should be hit much higher over the net with arc. There's no reason to miss this ball in the net. But again, many of you are probably missing this shot in the net as well. You're not alone. Now, it's hard to see the racket work here, but the racket actually goes across the body and finishes down low. Again, I know it's here. I know it's hard to see, but you've got to trust me on this one. So the key when you're this deep in the court is to finish high. You've got to follow through over the shoulder or use a buggy whip. And the buggy whip involves finishing above your head like this, finishing high, clearing the net. This is a shot that I use to help me win tournaments. I won a challenger in Aptos, California back in the day when I used the buggy 70, 80, 90% of the time on this shot alone. This player finishes low on the forehand, he dumps it in the net. Again, he's 4 feet behind the baseline. I like to see a buggy whip, and I like to see some arc over the net. Very simple solution. This is a player that was, 150 in the world. Now he's in his 50s, and he's still not doing it at this stage in his career. He should be, and you all should be as well. You can use the high finish over the shoulder or the buggy whip to clear the net on this deep, wide forehand. It will definitely make a huge difference in your game. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I want you to give us that thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Turn on your notifications. And we've got a free course to offer you. If you click the link in the description below, we're going to give you a free course inside our Tennis Evolution app. It's like having a coach in your pocket. You can take these lessons on the court with you. You can watch the lessons, and then you can practice and get better. This free course is super powerful. We've also got tips, or I should say tips to avoid, or mistakes to avoid with the forehand. There are 3 forehand mistakes that most players are making, and there's these myths that are being perpetuated in tennis. And I don't want you to fall for these myths with the forehand, so go ahead and click somewhere in this video to get access to those 3 myths. We don't want you making those forehand mistakes anymore. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and we'll see you at the next one.